Here we go.
If you watch The Nerve with Maureen Callahan, you know that since I think it was like October or November of last year, she put the word out, where is Stedman? We never see him with Oprah. It's always Oprah and Gail. And apparently The Nerve actually sent Stedman an email to ask him, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Why don't we see you anymore? Crickets. Dead silence, no response. True. So Maureen Callahan's opinion, in her opinion, allegedly, she thinks he's not alive anymore. He's on the property, somewhere on Oprah's property. She might be tongue-in-cheek on this, but sometimes I think she's serious. So it's been a big running motif in her show, Where's Stedman? So I thought, let's do a fun reading. Let's find out, where's Stedman? What's going on? Is he alive? What in the world? And what's the relationship between Gail and Oprah?
Okay, this is inspired. I love this. Okay, now, also, Pilot Gal, I believe the original email we sent, Marlena would have to fact check it for me, but I believe we asked point blank, are you still alive? Nothing. Okay, so here is the first card pull, asking if Stedman is alive, and wait till you see the cards that Pilot Gal pulls. Here we go.
Is Stedman alive? Four of Wands in reverse. Oh my God, that's a funeral. A funeral, a divorce, unstable home. Holy crap.
You know what? I love that multi-tiered interpretation. First, she says it's a death. Then she says it could be a divorce. Then she says it could be an unstable home. I think it's all three in reverse. An unstable home, a divorce. They may not have ever been legally married, Oprah and Stedman, but, they've been together long enough. Common law would, I think, prevail. And a death. A death. It could be metaphorical. It could be literal. And again, I just want to say something. Oprah's been out on this media tour as Marlena and I were discussing on the mini. This entire week, Marlena went to the 92nd Street Y, where Oprah, in the middle of talking to Gail, her smartphone, she has an Apple Watch, I think, it vibrates. And she goes, oh my goodness, I'm getting an incoming call. And Gail conveniently says, well, whoever could it be? And Oprah goes, Stedman, and then just hangs up. Instead of going, let's hear from Stedman, or instead of Stedman actually sitting front row or being backstage, some kind of proof of life. As discussed, the guy does not have a real job. He's a quote unquote motivational speaker. Okay. Oprah could fly him private direct to spend an hour tops at the 92nd Street Y and show his face. Why isn't he been seen anywhere with her? Okay. Now Pilot Gal asks, the only question that needs to be asked, is Stedman still alive? Here we go.
Gosh. Ace of Swords in reverse. I have three aces. Whatever the outcome is, this is a no. I have three aces in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. A lie. It's the center of the situation is there's a lie. His story is a lie. Oh my God. Five of Swords, fighting. There was a fight. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Independent woman who's now by herself. Nine of Pentacles upright is about a single independent woman, very wealthy, very, very successful, and in reverse. A woman who is very dependent on the situation. Not so successful anymore. Seven of Wands. I already have my answer. Wow. Defense. Everyone is on the back foot. Everyone is very defensive about the story.
And I think these tarot pulls are really onto something, because she's right. Pilot Gal is right. Everybody is really defensive about this story. When's the last time you heard Oprah talk so much about Stedman, let alone claim to get a spontaneous call from him during a high profile public appearance. And by the way, Marlena pointed this out to me, excuse me, the other day, and she's totally right. If Stedman and Oprah were still really that close and dialed into each other, he would know that she was on stage from like 7 to 8 p.m. at the 92nd Street Y and would not be randomly calling her during that appearance. I mean, come on. But they're all on the back foot, right? I think there's a little bit of panic happening, right? We're going to maintain that Stedman is alive and well, and Oprah's number one. It's not Gail, it's Stedman, and but we're just not allowed to see him. We're just not allowed to see him. Why, I don't know. When was the last time you truly trusted the seafood that you brought home? The nutrition, the taste, the sustainability? Introducing Wild Alaskan Company. Their seafood is 100% wild caught, never farmed, which means no antibiotics, GMOs, or additives, just clean, nutrient rich fish that supports healthy oceans and fishing communities. Wild Alaskan Company delivers perfectly portioned, wild caught seafood straight to your door. The fish is frozen right off the boat to lock in flavor, texture, and nutrients like omega-3s. Every order supports sustainable harvesting practices, and their flexible membership includes expert tips and feel-good seafood. My personal favorite is the wild sockeye salmon. It's rich, buttery, and incredibly fresh. And the best part, you can try it risk-free. If you're not completely satisfied with your first box, Wild Alaskan Company offers a 100% money-back guarantee, no questions asked. Just high quality seafood that you can feel good about. Not all fish are the same. Get seafood you can trust. Go to wildalaskan.com/nerve for $35 off your first box of premium wild caught seafood. That's wildalaskan.com/nerve for $35 off your first order. And thanks to Wild Alaskan Company for sponsoring this episode.